In a bold move that has sent ripples through the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles have made significant draft decisions that might just reshape their future. With the selection of slot receiver Makai Lemon from USC at the 20th overall pick and hybrid tight end Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt at the 54th spot, the Eagles are clearly sending a message to quarterback Jalen Hurts. It's time to adapt or risk being left behind. Let's not tiptoe around the reality here. Hurts has displayed a noticeable reluctance to attack the middle of the field throughout his tenure. Whether it's a matter of trust with interior reads, mechanical issues that favor outside throws, or a comfort zone firmly rooted in his dual threat capabilities, the statistics and game film tell a compelling story. Far too often, the ball stays on the perimeter or remains in Hurts' hands, even with open receivers lurking just beyond the hashes. Defensive coordinators have taken note, daring Hurts to beat them between the numbers. Unfortunately, he hasn't consistently risen to that challenge. This is where Lemon and Stowers enter the equation. Both players are adept at operating in the heart of the defense, precisely where Hurts has historically hesitated. Lemon, with his elite run-after-catch ability, is the dynamic slot receiver who requires precise, timely throws while navigating through the chaos of defenders. On the other hand, Stowers, standing at 6'4", is an athletic mismatch waiting to happen. His prowess on crossing routes and seam patterns turns him into a high-percentage target that demands accuracy and timing from the quarterback. This isn't just about adding talent. It feels like the Eagles are deliberately applying pressure on Hurts to evolve his game. Let's call it what it is. This isn't typical roster building. It's a calculated strategy to eliminate any excuses for Hurts. By bringing in top-tier talent, the Eagles are making it clear that they expect their quarterback to develop into a more complete rhythm passer. Otherwise, he risks becoming the odd man out in his own offense. Historically, the Eagles relied heavily on their running game and the perimeter talents of stars like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. While this approach yielded victories, it often lacked the aesthetic appeal that fans crave. Now, with new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion at the helm, there's an expectation for a system that emphasizes spacing and innovative route concepts. If Hurts continues to shy away from the middle of the field, this new scheme will only serve to spotlight his shortcomings in real time. Supporters of the Eagles may view the selections of Lemon and Stowers as intelligent drafting, a strategic move to bolster the offense. However, the more pragmatic among us might interpret this as a subtle vote of no confidence in Hurts' abilities. Trading up to secure Lemon and landing Stowers at a solid value in the second round sends a clear message. The Eagles are not willing to wait for Hurts to develop a more rounded game. This approach isn't without its risks. Overloading the middle of the field without a quarterback fully committed to that style can lead to traffic jams, timing issues, and chaotic play calling. If Hurts digs in and continues to prioritize his perimeter-first tendencies, these so-called upgrades could quickly devolve into expensive redundancies rather than the solutions that the franchise desperately needs. The Eagles have heavily invested in these middle-of-the-field threats around a quarterback who has shown little inclination to operate there effectively. As the dust settles on the draft, fans are left wondering how Hurts will respond to the pressure that's been placed upon him. Will he rise to the occasion, recalibrating his game to incorporate these new weapons effectively, or will he fall back into old habits? The answer to that question could define the trajectory of not just this season, but the future of the franchise. Transitioning from the draft, the Eagles management is also facing significant decisions regarding their roster and how they'll approach the upcoming season. Let's dive into the next big news item, which sheds light on the potential shifts in player dynamics and what that could mean for the Eagles moving forward. The Philadelphia Eagles have made some bold moves in this year's draft, and there's plenty to dissect here. The buzz is palpable as we witness what could be a defining moment for the franchise. With the excitement of the draft still fresh, one can't help but wonder how these decisions will shape the future of the team. Fans, where are you watching from? Share your thoughts and comments. As we dive into the Eagles draft class, it's clear that the early returns are overwhelmingly positive. General Manager Howie Roseman has not just landed solid players. He's seemingly orchestrated a masterclass in drafting. The Eagles have secured the Biletnikoff Award winner, Makai Lemon, right out of the gate in round one. This young receiver, heralded as the best in the nation, is poised to become a cornerstone of the Eagles' offense. And if that wasn't enough, they followed it up by selecting Eli Stowers, the John Mackey Award winner for the best tight end, in round two. These two will be integral to the offense for years to come, adding depth and dynamism that was sorely needed. In round 3, Philadelphia continued this strategic approach by selecting Markel Bell, an offensive tackle who stood tall last season without allowing a single sack on a talented Miami team that competed for the national title. This pick not only bolsters the offensive line, but also reflects a commitment to protecting the quarterback and improving the overall offensive strategy. But that's not the end of the story. Roseman made headlines by integrating Jonathan Greenid into this year's draft class. The Eagles traded 2 third-round picks for Greenid, who has shown he could be a game-changer on defense. While many fans were disappointed by the team's previous pursuit of Jalen Phillips, the acquisition of Greenid, who has a proven track record of sacks, appears to be a strategic pivot that could pay dividends. Roseman's comments about Greenid highlight the eagerness to improve the pass rush and solidify the defensive line. However, the Eagles face some challenges ahead. As the draft continues, there's a stark reality. They only have 3 picks remaining, with no selections in the 4th round. The strategic decision to trade those picks for the opportunity to move up and grab Lemon raises questions about how they will navigate the remaining rounds. The wait until the 5th round could feel excruciating, especially with 40 other players potentially off the board by the time they pick at 38th. Roseman himself admitted that not having a 4th-round pick is tough, underscoring the importance of maximizing the value in the remaining selections. The offseason has presented its share of ups and downs, particularly with the Eagles' pursuit of pass rushers. Missing out on Phillips has been a talking point among fans and analysts alike. Yet, the acquisition of Greenid showcases that the organization is not afraid to pivot and make calculated moves to enhance their roster. The fact that they have secured a player with a strong sack record at a lesser cost than Phillips indicates a shrewd awareness of the market and the evolving needs of the team. As we look forward to how these new players will fit into the Eagles' plan, one thing is clear: the excitement is building. The combination of talent acquired through the draft and the strategic trades makes it a thrilling time for Philadelphia fans. The question now is how these additions will come together as the team heads into the upcoming season. Next up, we'll explore the implications of these draft choices on the team's overall strategy and how they will integrate with existing players. Stay tuned. The Philadelphia Eagles are making waves in the 2026 NFL Draft, and the excitement surrounding the organization is palpable. With significant strategic moves already in play, one standout selection has fans buzzing: the towering offensive lineman Markel Bell, who was snagged with the 68th overall pick. This is a bold choice that could reshape the Eagles' offensive front and instill fear in opposing defenses. Where are you watching from, Eagles fans? Share your thoughts on this pick in the comments below. Bell, standing at a staggering 6 feet 9 inches, is not just another player on the roster. He's a physical presence that commands attention, even from established veterans like Jordan Mailata, who will literally be looking up to him in the locker room. According to Mike Garafolo, this height advantage is just one aspect of Bell's impressive profile. His enormous wingspan, over 87 inches, and arms exceeding 36 inches could give him a unique edge on the line, making him a formidable force. Playing for Miami, FL, in 2025, Bell showcased his prowess by not allowing a single sack throughout the season, solidifying his reputation as a reliable offensive tackle. He played a pivotal role in leading the Hurricanes to the college football playoff national championship game, where they faced off against Indiana. Despite the loss, Bell's performance did not go unnoticed, and the Eagles clearly saw potential in him during their pre-draft evaluations, bringing him in for a 30 visit to assess his fit within the team. The Eagles' draft strategy has leaned heavily on bolstering their offense early on. In the 1st round, they selected Makai Lemon, a dynamic wide receiver from USC, with the 20th overall pick. Following that, they secured tight end Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt in the 2nd round before adding Bell in the 3rd. With additional selections remaining in the 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds, the Eagles are positioned to further enhance their roster as they look to build on last season's success. Reflecting on the 2025 season, the Eagles made a strong playoff run, finishing with an impressive record of 11 wins. However, the sting of their postseason exit against the San Francisco 49ers still lingers, fueling the urgency for improvement and reinforcement. The drafting of Bell, along with the other offensive picks, signals a clear intent to enhance the team's scoring capabilities and protect their franchise quarterback. As the 2026 NFL Draft unfolds, Philadelphia fans are eager to see how these picks will translate on the field. Will Markel Bell become a cornerstone of the Eagles' offensive line? Can Lemon and Stowers help elevate the passing game? The answers will start to materialize as the team prepares for the upcoming season. But one thing is certain. The Eagles are not standing still. Stay tuned as the draft concludes on Saturday. And keep your eyes peeled for more updates on potential trades and further selections that could shape the Eagles' future. Please leave your thoughts in the comments about how you feel about this draft class and what you expect from the Eagles next season. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest news and insights on the Philadelphia Eagles. Your voice matters, and we want to hear from you.